Go in the back. Bang, let's go, baby. Let's go, it's 2 in a row. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing the back 9 at Springwood Park here in Burlington, Gibsonville. I'm honestly not sure what county I'm in right now. It's either Guilford or Alamance, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna knock out the back 9 here. Just finished the front 9. I know it's been 2 weeks since you've seen the front 9. That's okay. I'm gonna knock this back 9 out and finish out this practice round and see what I shot. I shot 2 under on the front 9, I believe it was. So let's see if we can put the pedal to the metal and try to shoot a little better on the back 9.
Okay, so the back 9 was a lot different than the front 9. It's a 219-foot par 3. Throwing my vibe, and this vibe is pretty beat in, and it's starting to get a little bit more understable than I would like. Ended up really short. I've got a putt here for birdie, and it was just awful, not even close. So I'll end up taking a par on this hole, making me even on the back 9 and -3 still overall. Now this hole was tough. 456-foot par 4, and I'm glad I'm playing this practice round because I know not to end up in this crap over here because it's almost a guaranteed pitch out. There's nothing there. So trying to give my vibe another chance here, tossing it up there, and the wind just caught it and took it right. As you can see, it falling down in the trees over there. So this is my par putt, which I gave it a good effort, just not enough. It was really far away. This will be a bogey, first bogey of the round, and I'll be 2 under total, and 1 over on the back 9. So next hole, 294-foot par 3. Taking my yeet here, trying to toss it as far out there as I can, and ended up short, hitting the path, and paths seem to play casual.
All right, guys, I'm gonna quickly show you what I kind of mean when I say it doesn't, like the road doesn't play OB on some of these holes. It's like the same thing for the last hole. This hole, it's kind of washed out, but it looks like the only thing that plays OB is the fence, and that the road just plays as normal. So you can see the fence because all the way down it's a soccer field, and it looks to me like that's the only thing that's playing OB. But I could be wrong. If you play this course often, you know, just shoot it in the comments, let me know, because I don't know. I haven't played. I've never played this course before other than today. So if the road does play OB, then whoops. If not, I'm just playing it how the T sign tells me it plays. So yeah.
So I hit the path and stayed on the path. Had this putt for birdie, just a little too high, a little too much hyzer, and as you can see, this thing rolls forever. Ended up stopping on the other side of the path, as you'll see here in a minute, which, you know, not that bad of a putt. Pretty simple. I just pulled it. Didn't give it a great opportunity. Of course, player B puts it right in the basket. So that's 2 bogeys in a row. Not great, but we will be 1 under overall and 2 over on the back 9. So this hole 12B, I didn't realize until I started playing the back 9 that there was 10 holes on the back half of the course. And I imagine it's for the hole 12. If there's a soccer game going on, they don't want you throwing over the fence there. But had this look for birdie after throwing my ET up there at a thumber, and didn't give it enough juice. So take a par on a hole that I probably should have birdied. Hole 13, 259-foot par 3. This guy walking here, he was on the path, and I thanked him he moved off so I could have enough room to throw. But I'm throwing my ET2 here at a thumber. Ended up a little short, but that's okay. It's not too bad. Left the putt short again. It seems like everything's a layup. and I will be 1 under still after another par. Now this hole was a little confusing. 274 foot par 3. Throw in my yeet again. Didn't push right as like I wanted it to. I believe there was a headwind. Ended up on the other side of the path. Putt was short. I know you couldn't see the putt there, but it was short. And I'll take a par. I'm not sure if it was OB. The sign on this hole was very washed out. I wasn't sure if it was OB left there of the path or not. But I couldn't tell from the sign. So now hole 15 is probably the hardest hole in the course. It's surrounded by OB. And I'll tell you what I mean here in a minute. Threw spice and ended up short.
Okay, so for this hole, fences, yards, these trees right here, that place is OB. There's a parking lot up there. I guess it's for the playground that's over here. I'm not gonna put on camera. That plays OB. But this walking path that I'm walking on does not. At least from what I've understood from the T-pad, T-sign. So I'm safe. And if I stay out of the parking lot, I'll be safe again. But we'll see when we get closer down there.
So I ended up being safe, throwing justice here, just trying to stay away from the OB. Ended up short again. Gonna toss a berg that I put in my bag just to give it a shot, just try it out. And I ended up parked right next to the basket, and I'll take a par on this very tough hole. Definitely, probably, in my opinion, the hardest hole in the course. So hole 16, 207 foot par 3. Throwing my justice, clipped that tree limb up there, which made it hyzer out a little too early. Ended up pretty short. Got another look for birdie, though. I'm having plenty of looks for birdie through this back nine, just making some mistakes and not, playing very well, not putting very well on this back half. You see I left that one pretty short. So another par again. Moving on to hole 17, 222 foot par 3, throwing justice again. It's the same concept. So there's a walking path going down next to the road. That's safe. The road itself is OB. So I put it pretty close, about the same distance as last time, and I actually make this putt. So I will be 2 under throughout the round and 1 over on the back nine. Now hole 18, a 303 foot par 3, throwing yeet here, trying to flex it out there, and just way too much of a flex line. Ended up really, really short. Throwing berg again, trying to get it up there and get it close to the basket. And I do 10-footer, trying to stay 2 under, make a pretty good putt, and that's going to do it for my practice round out here.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the back 10. I didn't know there was another hole at 12B, but we played it anyway, just in case. Ended up 1 under, I think, is what it was, which isn't too bad. I'm not upset at all. Kind of gave myself a little bit of an idea where these dangers are going to be when I do end up playing this tournament, which is why I think practice rounds are super, super important. But it's just a matter of, if this is all I did for a living, yeah, I could probably play every course throughout the season at least once before I play it in the tournament, but it's not. So hopefully this helps. It'll be interesting to see how things go with the St. Patrick's Day Open, just to kind of see what a practice run actually does for me. But yeah, well, that'll be it. We'll see you guys next Friday. You'll have that video of the St. Patrick's Day Open. So yeah, we'll see you then. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell if you like this video, you want to see more. I post every Friday. We'll see you guys then.